Welcome to Family Friday. Vandalizing your family may seem like an oddity, but I can assure you that it happens much more than you think. Some families with unresolved conflicts and severe dysfunction go out of their way to hurt and sabotage other members of the family. Today, however, I direct my thoughts towards you who may be vandalizing your loved ones without realizing it. One who is slack in work is close kin to a vandal. That's Proverbs 18 and 9. I'll just mention this. All the biblical text used in this video are from the New Revised Standard Version, updated edition. Now, you can readily see the immediate situation that this proverb addresses. Slack off on your job, and you might as well vandalize something of the workplace. When you're not engaged with your work, accidents and mistakes are likely to be encountered, causing things to need to be done over. But consider this same text within a family setting. If you slack off as a parent or spouse, you're depriving your loved ones the attention and care you have promised and they need. Slack off long enough, and your spouse and kids will not trust you and will seek affirmation and security from someone or somewhere else. Don't think that just because you bring in the biggest paycheck or purchased an over the top gift that you are free from being involved with what matters to your family. Now, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who's hasty comes only to want. That's Proverbs 21 and 5. To be involved in the lives of your partner and kids takes planning. Now, I'm not saying that every activity must be planned, but you must seize the calendar so you have ample time to interact with your loved ones. Too often, people recognize their disengagement and hastily try to reconnect with non-stop weekend activities. And let me just say, excitement, exhilaration is not the same as engagement. Engagement requires learning what each family member is doing and dealing with. Planning to engage with your family leads to an abundance of love, security, and trust. You rush this process, and matters will only deteriorate. Do you see those who are skillful in the work? They will serve kings. They will not serve common people. That's Proverbs 22:29. Become skillful with what your workplace needs, and you're likely to be promoted. Become adept in your people skills, and your family will up their skill level, making the bond among you better than being royalty. So consider what skills you need to work on. Certainly, there's money and time management. We could add to that conflict resolution and communication to that mix. You can learn how to up your skills by observing the couples and families that seem to be skilled in the areas I'd mentioned a little earlier. What are they doing that you and most families are not? You can purchase books and videos on these skills for deficiencies in the areas that are holding you and your loved ones back. So let's talk about some other resources you can use to develop your skills so that you're a skilled spouse and a skilled parent. Now, there's a lot of books on the market and a lot of videos and that kind of thing, but the first place I'm going to ask you to turn is read the book of Proverbs. Proverbs is just full of little wise sayings that make your mind think, and where you can begin to develop strategies and tactics of how to be skilled in time and money management, in conflict resolution, and in communication. I would also recommend this book, 5 Days to a New Self. You can always text me, email me if you need the information of where to order these. But I have met both Terry Hardgrave and Sharon Hardgrave, the authors of this book, and I'll tell you what, it's very good at peeling away the layers so that we can see what we're afraid of and how we often back away instead of stepping forward to be helpful. There's also another book that they do, which is 5 Days to a New Marriage. If a couple wants to work on these together, same kind of principles as this one here, just made for husband and wife. And then this one here, the 7 principles for making marriage work, by John Gottman, who is probably the guru of relationships in the United States at this time. This will really help you with skills. Well, until next time, reflect on how skillful you are with your people skills with your family and try to be better.